about 8:25, 8:30. Don't look at that clock. We all know about that. All packed up, ready to go for the day. Should be an exciting day. Just about ready to head to Notre Dame University, which is pretty exciting. Supposedly 10 minutes away, so we'll check that out. Our race isn't until 10, and it's about 15 minutes from Notre Dame, so we're going to spend a little time there. There's a couple cool connections and a couple cool things I want to see while on the university. Such a notorious place, known across the country, obviously, for academics and, of course, for the Fighting Irish football team. So I want to go check the stadium out, look at Touchdown Jesus, and a couple other things. And like I said, there's a cool connection to where we're going to eventually end up today, and a pretty cool connection to our own Chippewa Falls. How about that? Pretty cool, right? So, on to the day. We'll talk to you soon. In front of the University of Notre Dame Stadium, as you can see. Interestingly enough, the head coach, Brian Kelly, got one of his starts at his career up at Grand Valley State University, which is where we're going to be heading today, and which is where Erica goes to school. As a matter of fact, he had so much success up at Grand Valley State that the athletic facility is named for him, the Brian Kelly Athletic Center, up in Allendale, up in Grand Valley State, which is really cool. He took that team to several Division II national championships, and it's that career that he had up at Grand Rapids, up at Grand Valley State, which helped propel him to be the coach here at Notre Dame. Pretty cool connection, right? And we're going to be up at Grand Valley later this weekend. The other cool connection, as we kind of walk back here, you guys see the signs for Knute Rockne. We all know the story of Knute Rockne, right? Famous Notre Dame player, famous Notre Dame coach, one of the innovators of the game, right? One of the most well-respected members of the football community, Hall of Fame, so on and so forth, right? So back in the 1910, 11, 12 era of Notre Dame football, that's when it really started to develop into, what would later become one of the greatest franchises in history, right? Back then, of course, the running game was really all it was about, right? And it was handoff. People were getting hurt, so on and so forth. So one of the innovators of the game was the coach, and I'll have to look up his name. But anyway, at the time, Knute Rockne was one of the wide receivers, running backs, one of the all-purpose players on offense. That year, 1911, 1912, those teams went undefeated. And in 1911, I believe, I'll double check, and you can double check my math on Google, I'm sure. But they ended up having one of the greatest seasons ever at that time, right? They went undefeated. They beat a team, Army, and in that game, the forward pass kind of came into its own. It was developed obviously beforehand, but it never really amounted to much until that year. There was a young quarterback by the name of Gus DeRay, and he's not obviously well known here. Knute Rockne and all these other famous people are here, but Gus DeRay was the quarterback that year. He's the one who led the team and kind of inspired and helped innovate and propel the forward pass, believe it or not, right? What we see, the air show today, the greatest show on turf, all those things really started back here at this stadium back in 1911, 1912, from a little known guy called Gus DeRay. And guess where he's from? Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. That's right. As a matter of fact, our football field is the Doré football field, named after Gus Doré. He's in the Hall of Fame. He went on to coach professional football, I believe in Detroit for a while. So he's incredibly famous, and we're proud to say he's from Chippewa Falls, but he got his start in his fame passing to the guy behind me, Knute Rockne. Pretty cool, right? It's a great story. So there's the connection to Chippewa Falls here at Notre Dame. So we are gonna take a little, continue walking around the school, and then we're gonna head over and do the race. So pretty cool, right? All right, talk to you guys soon. So we pick up on the Doré and Knute Rockne story to finish that off, and you should do some research. It's fascinating to look back, you know, in history on all of that kind of stuff. But supposedly the boys, Doré and Rockne, which is pretty cool to think that the two hung out together and were really close friends, spent a lot of time in the off season perfecting the forward pass, with Gus Doré passing it to Rockne until they got it down to perfection, which is pretty cool to think of back in the day, right? And Doré, not Rockne, ironically, was named captain of the team, which is even cooler, right? So to finish that all off, and like I said, do some research, it's really fascinating. But you could say Gus Doré really helped propel the Notre Dame football program to kind of what it is today. So one of the biggest powerhouses in all of college football. No big deal coming from Chippewa Falls. How about that? So anyway, I made it to the race on time today. That's exciting, and it looks like a great turnout. So it's pretty chilly. It's 51 degrees, but it should be a good day for running. So we're gonna go out and finish that, have a good run, and then we're heading up to Michigan. So check with you soon. Got a great turnout here. Stanley Clark, 5K this morning. Music, face painting, little kids run. The whole business. 3 minutes to go. Beautiful day. Should be fun. Let's get it started. Here we go. We completed the Clark Run, which is the second 5K in Indiana. So you got a good group. Simply a bunch of people on the course. Go get some refreshments, but that is Indiana checked off the list. Awesome. One more down. We're gonna head up to Michigan now, and we'll check that out tomorrow. Thanks for following along. See you soon. To the Equestrian Center. Now the question is, did we get here in time? So let's go see if we can catch Erica on her show. So let's go check it out. There's like a lot of people here. Look at all the cars. Not sure where to go, so let's go see if we can find her. All right. Okay, so tonight we came out to Olive Garden. So obviously, you all know Olive Garden, pretty standard fare, but got a little pasta, right? Got a refuel for tomorrow. So I'm fortunate enough tonight to be visited with Erica and Jackson. What? No big deal. And we got our food, so we're good to go. So we're gonna refuel and hydrate for tomorrow, where we got the big 10K downtown. They're gonna come and meet me. So we'll see him again tomorrow. You guys saw Erica a little bit earlier today. So we're going to enjoy our food, have a good rest of the night. We'll see you in the morning. Talk to you later, guys. So there we have it. Day 2 of the weekend. And day was at 8 overall. Wrapped up in the books. Indiana checked off the list. So that's pretty awesome. Getting ready to do Michigan tomorrow. So I had a busy day, as you saw. And I was on time for everything today. So what? Crazy. So always helps. But yeah, got a chance to go to Notre Dame and absolutely had a great time. Would love to go back there again because there's so much history and it's a beautiful place, as you saw, but only scratched the surface of what's at that campus. And it was just amazing to be there, which is really cool, and the history and the legacy that's part of that campus and everything. So it was really cool to be there. Race went well. Gosh, I think, top 20 finish. I think there's probably 50 or more people. So obviously in the top, half, which is great. And usually they do age categories every 5 years. And looks like I got first in my age category. What? I met a lot of great people. So fortunate enough to have an amazing race today. Felt really good. And then of course, top it off, I got a chance to see Erica and watch her show, which is amazingly cool, and so honored to do that. And then, of course, spend the rest of the day with her and meet up with Jackson later and take him out for supper, which was awesome. As you saw, little Olive Garden, not a bad way to end the day. So anyway, had a busy day today. Ready to wrap it up tonight. Got another busy day, at least tomorrow morning. I got a few things planned for tomorrow, so can't wait for that. But probably get downtown by 7:30. Quarter to 8 at the latest, because the race starts at 8:15. Gotta get packet pickup, get to the starting line. It's going to be a lot of people there because there's the marathon, half marathon, and 10K and 5K all going on at the same time. Should be several thousand people downtown Grand Rapids, which would be awesome to see and to participate. So a busy morning, busy day, and we get a chance to see Erica and Jackson again, which is going to be a great weekend. So, fun day. I'm getting ready to check off another state tomorrow, so this is cool. So again, thank you guys so much for all your comments and following and suggestions and anecdotes and all the other stuff that you're throwing out there. I really appreciate it. Keep them coming. I love it. And keep watching, and we'll keep doing this as long as I can. And anyway, we're going to wrap it up for tonight because we got a fun day tomorrow. Got to get up early. So peace out. Thank you again. We'll see you in the morning. Good night, you guys.